Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Character Files. We are on the last 3 pages of the Guardians of Light and who they're connected to. And let's get right into the character files. First one is Dilan, also known as Zoldan in the organization. A master of the lance who's devoted to his duty. And here's a story. Dilan's story, Blooming Rose. Nourished by pure water that is the source of all life, fragrant flowers bloom in profusion in this garden, which that person loved. The care of those flowers again became part of our daily routine as guards. When I gaze at them, I recall the red rose I tried to take away as a nobody. That rose was a symbol of love and also a curse. So perhaps love is a curse. In those days, I believed such ideas as the power of love were despicable. Once someone asked me about love. I was standing before that rose. The flower was the reason the beast was cursed. Sometimes I wonder if, similarly, it was the reason I disappeared back then. My thoughts about Kingdom Hearts became an obsession and eventually led to my annihilation. In other words, they were like a curse, and excess emotional attachment itself is both love and a curse. I placed my rough hand on the fragrant flowers. By all rights, all this hand knew how to do was gripped a lance. The flowers simply bloomed there. They remained as they were, rather than being placed under a glass dome and or the like. Why hadn't we been able to choose to remain as we were? No matter how much I lament what has transpired, there's nothing I can do to change it. Perhaps I remain as I am, now merely because of love. Alright, back to the top. Dilan Zoldan was in Birth by Sleep, Recoded, Dream Drop Distance, and Kingdom Hearts 3. But he was also in Kingdom Hearts 2 as one of the fucking boss battles. So, you're missing one. Lord and Castle come first, is his quote. Zoldan in the organization. The Savage Whirlwind Lancer. One of the members of Organization 13, Zoldan, manipulates the power of wind and his 6 lances. He's skilled with words and plans to manipulate Beast in such a way that he turns into a Heartless, but Sora stops him and he disappears after an intense battle in Kingdom Hearts 2. He's Organization member number 3. His attribute was wind and he uses lances. That Zoldan appears in Kingdom Hearts 2 and 358 by 2 days. So he was actually in that in that game as well. They're throwing me off here. Alright. Dilan is an apprentice of Ansem the Wise and serves as a castle guard, along with Aeleus. Or Aeleus, sorry, in Radiant Garden, Birth by Sleep. Like the other apprentices, he becomes a nobody because of Xehanort and ends up as a member of Organization 13. His heart isn't stable right after he revives as a human. And he confines to bed. He's confined to bed for a while in dream drop distance. Sorry. I was really thrown off there. Sorry? Yeah, Rick? Oh. Sorry. Let's see, where was I? After he recovers, he returns to his duties as a guard in Radiant Garden, and is seen courteously, fucking Jesus Christ, welcoming King Mickey and others when they visit the castle in Kingdom Hearts 3. I've come to take something you hold very dear. Not only does Xaldin plan to hunt down Beast, he even intends to take away what's important to him and turn him into a heartless and a nobody. However, the operation fails due to Sora, and Xaldin disappears. In Kingdom Hearts 3, Dilan takes King Mickey and Riku to the spot where Terra Xehanort had been found. The reunion between Ansem the Wise and Ienzo moves him to tears, and he and Aeleus comfort each other. Dilan's Chronicles. Birth by Sleep serves as a castle guard in Radiant Garden and turns away Ventus, Lee, and Issa. Kingdom Hearts 2 is turned into a nobody by Xehanort and joins Organization 13 as Xaldin. Dream Drop Distance. Nope. 358 by 2 days. Visits Beast's castle during a mission with Roxas as Xaldin. Dream Drop Distance now. Revives as a human in Radiant Garden. Kingdom Hearts 3, he escorts this restored nominee to the gummy ship. And now it's Aeleus. Attack turn axe wielder. Also known as the Organization Super Saiyan. Alright. Aeleus' story. Darkness gives birth. Okay. It still feels somewhat hazy. I'm not sure where I was wandering after I disappeared at Castle Oblivion. I planned to control the darkness, but was it rather the darkness that controlled me? When I fought Riku, I accepted my defeat and disappeared. Could it be that I was more fascinated by the darkness than by hearts? Unlike Evan and Dilan, whose condition was unstable after they woke up, I was fully conscious and had time to reflect. And because I'm still thinking about it, I'm still somewhat hazy. What in the world is darkness? It seems like I also wanted the power Riku had. I believed I could control that power. As a result, I was defeated and I disappeared. Riku ended up embracing the darkness as I told him to. And he never fell into its hands. Into other hands. Sorry. If I had that power, maybe this kind of thing wouldn't have happened. Sorry. This world is beautiful and tranquil. This is exactly the world I desired. However, in a sense, there was also tranquility within the darkness, wasn't there? Sorry, it stuck in my throat. Alright. Maybe I'm unqualified to be an apprentice, but because I'm still swayed by thoughts that like these. Alright. Zoldan wasn't birthed by sleep. No, that's not Zoldan. It's Aeleus and Lexia. Lexius. I don't know how to fucking say it. No. Whatever. He was in Birth by Sleep, Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts Recoded, Dream Drop Distance, and Kingdom Hearts 358 by 2 days, also in Kingdom Hearts 3. Well fought. Lexaeus. I still don't know how to say his fucking name. He is Organization Member 5. His attribute is Earth, and he uses an axe sword. He appears in Chain of Memories as well, 358 by 2 days, and Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix as well. Oh my fucking god, he's on! A quiet, larger-than-life man who boasts a strong arm. A silent warrior who overwhelms his enemies with his powerful axe and muscular physique. In Castle Oblivion, he conspires with Vexen and Zexion and challenges Riku, who possesses the power of darkness, to a battle, but... Oh, the power of darkness. To a battle, but the tables are turned on him and he disappears in Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memory. My ears are so full. I'm sorry. As an apprentice of Ansem the Wise, Aeleus serves as both guard and researcher. He works as a castle guard along with Dilan in Radiant Garden, Birth by Sleep. He becomes a nobody because Xehanort and ends up as a member of Organization 13. Fuck. Okay. He wakes up as a human in Radiant Garden at the same time as Lee and Ienzo. As he watches over Evan and Dilan, who are in poor health, he worries about whereabouts of the missing members in 358 by 2 days. Oh no, that's Dream Drop Distance. My fault. You're also capable of controlling the darkness. In Castle Oblivion, Aeleus urges Riku to open his heart to the darkness. When Riku refuses, Lexius attacks him in an attempt to force him to comply. However, Ansem, lurking within Riku, defeats Lexius, who realizes that it was an ill-advised battle. Kingdom Hearts 3. Ienzo, who's communicating with Sora, calls out to Aeleus, but he leaves without a word. Aeleus looks depressed as he stands beside Ienzo and reports that Evan vanished. Aeleus' Chronicles, Birth by Sleep, serves as a castle guard in Radiant Garden and turns away Ventus, Lee, and Isa. Same as Dilan. Kingdom Hearts 2 is turned into a nobody by Zeno and joins Organization 13 as Lexius. 358 by 2 days guides Roxas, who just joined the organization. Lexius. In Dream Drop Distance, revives as a human in Radiant Garden. Kingdom Hearts 3 cries in happiness at reuniting with Ansem the Wise. Escorts the restored nominee to the Gummy Ship with Dilan. And now it's time for Ienzo, our last page. Alright, so Ienzo, also known as Zexion, was in Birth by Sleep, Recoded, Chain of Memories, Dream Drop Distance, 358 by 2 days, Kingdom Hearts 2, and Kingdom Hearts 3. Alright. And now we go to Ienzo's story. Memory of childhood. Why does it look like that? Oh, whatever. Maybe it's this page. Okay. I wonder how many memories remain from the time when I was a child. I think about that when I reflect on hearts and memories. My childhood memories are extremely hazy. Ienzo, where are you? Answer me. I remember Evan as well as he searched for me with a slightly shrill voice. Master Ansem was busy, so it was Evan who looked after me at the time. He often scolded me for walking around on my own, but I think he was showing me affection in his own way. He was very strict about studying, and he would severely rebuke me if I made a mistake in a simple calculation. In that respect, Master Ansem was the one who was always kind. He often bought me seesaw ice cream. He had a fondness for the sweet and salty treat, and he frequently let me have some too. Come to think of it, I believe that Evan often scolded Master Ansem. He said he spoiled me too much. In retrospect, it's possible he used me as an excuse to have ice cream. My time in Radiant Garden was beautiful and vivid, and I still have clear memories of it to this day. That's why I couldn't forgive the betrayal. But that betrayal was a fabrication. Now, I simply live to make amends for what I've done. And now it's time for the rest of his character profile. We have friends we want to bring back to this world, just the same as you. As him in Kingdom Hearts 3, and beside him is him in Birth by Sleep, as a child. Zexion, in the organization, was number 6. Organization number 6. His attribute was illusions, and his weapon was lexicon, was a book. The cloaked schemer who uses magic to deceive. A member of Organization 13 who uses a book called a lexicon, as a weapon in battle, and is the youngest of the organization members. Zexion is a cunning schemer and has a cold side that can lead him to use his comrades as tools for his own purposes. In the end, Riku Replica attacks him and he disappears in Chain of Memories. Alright. When he was a child, Ienzo lost his parents, and Ansem the Wise took him in. Later, he participates in the study of hearts as an apprentice of Ansem the Wise. I almost said a Master Ansem. Sorry. His Birth by Sleep. He was reticent as a child, but as an adult, he is loquacious and argumentative. He becomes a nobody because of Xehanort and ends up as a member of Organization 13. But after he revives as a human, he works hard in his research at Radiant Garden, purely to shed light on the subject of hearts in Kingdom Hearts 3. This one is Chain of Memories. Excuse me. And who threw away those friends? Zexion goes after Riku by using magic to pretend to be Sora, but he fails due to Naminé's interference. He narrowly escapes, but Riku Replica, desiring power, attacks him and he disappears. This is Kingdom Hearts 3. I am truly, deeply sorry. Ansem the Wise, accompanied by Demyx, visits Ienzo. When Ienzo confesses his past mistake, Ansem the Wise gently puts his hands on the other man's shoulders. There we go. Ienzo's Chronicles. Birth by Sleep is saved by Ventus in Radiant Garden when Unversed have him surrounded. Kingdom Hearts 2 becomes a nobody because Xehanort, sorry, I'm getting myself confused now, joins Organization 13, moves forward with preparations to turn Castle Oblivion into a research facility as Zexion. In 358 by 2 days, guides Roxas, the organization's new recruit, as Zexion. In Chain of Memories, plots to oppose Marluxia's rebellion and obtain Riku's power as Zexion. In Dream Drop Distance, he revives as a human in Radiant Garden, wonders why some of his fellow apprentices who should have revived in the same place aren't there, and tries to explain it. But Lee interrupts him. Kingdom Hearts 3 coordinates with Sora through a communication device and moves forward with research on hearts. He collaborates with Ansem the Wise, Vexen, and others to successfully revive Naminé. And that is it. Tomorrow I won't be doing a recording because it's Sunday. Monday I will be recording again, but I don't believe I'll go straight into Chapter 2, which is called The Real Organization 13 and the Forces of Darkness, which has the organization members from Kingdom Hearts 3, as well as Maleficent and Pete. Sorry. Yeah, I'm really trying to fucking speak. And the first page or the first, how many is this? I believe that's 6 pages, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 6 pages are Master Xehanort. So, that will be left for another day. So, I really appreciate you guys being here. I might take a break from reading the Kingdom Hearts book, just so I can be alright, because Jesus Christ, my head's hurting a little bit. Me having to read this was a big struggle for me, simply because of my fucking dyslexia. It's no excuse. I'm still trying to figure things out, but yeah, being dyslexic makes it so fucking difficult. In any case, I really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you guys so much for your attention and for just being here. I really, really appreciate it. So, thank you so much. Oh my god, I am so behind. I'm so behind on YouTube. Not making videos, but just, doing the things. But in any case, thank you all for joining. I love you all. Appreciate you all. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on Monday with a different recording. Possibly. I will be putting up streams as well from Twitch. So whenever I do that, it will be... that's just how it'll be. But yeah, if you want to support me live, go to my Twitch or my Kick. Those are all in the description, as well as the book. If you wanted to buy it yourself, this is not sponsored, by the way. This is just me. If you want to buy the book yourself, the link is in the description for where you could buy the book. So, go ahead and enjoy that. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.